BBC News with Gareth Barlow. The United States is to impose mandatory COVID tests for Chinese visitors from the 5th of January. This is in response to an explosion of infections following the end of Beijing's zero-COVID policy. India, Japan and Taiwan have taken similar measures, but Australia has said it had no plans to do so. Bolivian police have detained the governor of Santa Cruz, who's a prominent right-wing opposition leader, on charges of fomenting a coup. Luis Fernando Camacho's supporters condemned his arrest as a kidnapping. Mr. Camacho has led an anti-government strike in Santa Cruz for over a month. Peru's ousted president, Pedro Castillo, has asked the Supreme Court to release him from prison, where he's awaiting trial on charges of rebellion and conspiracy. In an online hearing, he said he'd committed no crime. The United Nations has suspended some aid programs in Afghanistan because of the ban by the Taliban on female NGO workers. It said women's participation in aid delivery was not negotiable. President Volodymyr Zelensky has used his end-of-the-year speech to Parliament to tell lawmakers that Ukraine's defiance of the Kremlin had united the European Union and helped the West rediscover its values. Tunisia's President Kais Saied has denounced critics of this month's parliamentary election, which saw a record level of abstentions. Mr Saied said those who accused him of dragging the country back to autocracy were themselves drowning in corruption and treachery. Somalia has rejected what it calls an illegal oil exploration contract, which was signed by the authorities in the self-declared Republic of Somaliland. The agreement was for an oil field near the Ethiopian border. And the award-winning musician from Benin, Angelique Kidjo, has spoken of severe food shortages in the north of her country due to drought and the knock-on effect of conflict. She said that mothers were not getting enough food for their children. World News from the BBC.